The One Micronesia Podcast is brought to you by Docomo Pacific. Better together.
Hafide, Mogustin, Rananim, and we're back with the One Micronesia Podcast, another episode. And in this episode, I wanted to check back with my good friends over at the Manietlu and Micronesia Resource Center to find out what's happening. It's been a minute since we've talked, so I always give time to check up on them and see what they're doing. They've been doing a whole lot, and we're about to find out what's new at the Micronesian Resource Center and Manietlu coming up in just a little bit. So with me on the podcast today, I do have Joel Setik from the Micronesian Resource Center. Joel, Pui, thank you so much and welcome back to the podcast.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for having me today. It's a pleasure to be back, and it's always great to hear your voice and then to be part of the One Micronesia podcast. I'm a big fan of it. I always tell my friends and family to always watch the podcast when it comes up. So thank you for having us.
Hey man, like I said, man, the idea was started there. So, it was always nice to continue to bring the idea to, put it on a platform and use it in a positive way. So like I said, you guys created this whole idea of a One Micronesia, and I'm just taking it for a ride and just making sure that people out there, know what's happening and it's pretty much promoting good vibes. That's what it's all about, right? All right, so Joel, let's talk about it. Let's catch up, man. It's been a while. How are things going with the program? How are you guys doing? How's the team?
Yeah, so with the whole pandemic, it's giving us a hard time by us pushing out to the community, but we still strive to continue to serve our brothers and sisters and try to reach our goals and objectives to make the program running. So far, a lot of things been going on despite of the pandemic. Our team, we're expanding. That's one of the biggest things. So we have several different projects that we are trying to still fill in the positions for. We have been attending also a couple of local and national conferences during the meantime. Our partnerships for Success project with Guam Behavioral Health and Wellness Center gave a presentation at the National Prevention Network Conference back in August about the adaptations that the project made during 2020 to successfully continue to provide alcohol and tobacco prevention education to elementary school age children. You may also have seen some of the project work on our social media with Nini News, tips for parents on how to support their children during the pandemic, and the Brain Power series as well. The organization also attended a couple of conferences like the Guam Behavioral Health and Wellness Center's COPIS Prevention Conference, where our executive director shared about our organization's transition from Big Brothers and Big Sisters to Manietlu, and how we have found success through the localization of our program. So what have we been doing right now? So basically with MRCOSS office. So Manietlu is our mother organization. MRCOSS is just a project of Manietlu. And what we've been doing with MRCOSS is we've been trying to help our brothers and sisters with a lot of applications with documentation. But for those that need assistance with completing like applications to obtain documents or other services, we're here to help you guys. For example, like for I-765 or I-94, which is the most sought service here for the past few months. Also, application for public benefits. I know with the whole unemployment, people are losing their jobs, losing their house for renting. So we're trying to help people to apply for GURA, apply for food stamp, things like that. And also the exciting public benefits that also came out, like filing people's 1040 to be qualified for All Rice. That's one of the biggest excitement for people coming to our office looking for application to support their families with All Rice and the child tax credit. And also to continue with the semi-monthly outreach in pocket communities. Our communities still try to go, our projects still try to go out to the communities to provide information about COVID-19 and also to spread awareness about COVID-19. At the same time, we've tried to follow the precautions and guidelines from COVID-19 when we do go out with the outreach side of our workshops. We also have been going to DYA for some of the prevention programs like workforce development workshop and the art workshop. So the prevention workshop is basically the positive action, which teaches kids to have a positive self-image, to lead themselves in positive direction. With the workforce development, it has been teaching kids on about financial literacy, soft skills, interview preparation, and some of the young youth express interest in joining the military, which is very interesting. And so we've been bringing in a bunch of volunteers, military volunteers, recruiters to talk to them and inspire them. And it's also great when we do have like outreach at sites, and then we invite our friends like the military, the volunteers to come with their uniform. Kids get inspired, like, oh, I want to wear uniforms like that one day. And then when we come back the next week and they're not with us, they're like, oh, where are your friends? Like, oh, they're probably like flying airplanes or something. Like, oh, that's pretty cool. I want to fly airplanes too. Yeah, but other than those, we also have our art initiative. We have our friends from Guam Department of Education, a teacher. She's been coming to our sites, volunteering for the youth to help them draw. They are working on some Dia de los Mortis artwork, which is the Day of the Dead. So there's like a lot of what do you call it, images that they've been providing. It coincides with Halloween too, with the whole November theme as well. Also, we have the EEI, which is the Employment Empowerment Initiative, that's been going out to different communities, especially to the Gura sites. And we also try to target like the University of Guam students at the dorms, so they can look for guidance on either finding a job or just want them to sharpen their skills on how to be ready to get a job right away, or get even the skills like financial literacy skills as well. So that's for the the Employment Empowerment Initiative. And the last one, I would say the Guam Driving Law Familiarization Workshop. We've been going out to also community to teach them about the workshop. So basically, with limited time or limited access for us to go out to the community, it limits the number of times us going out to the community, but we still do it maybe once a month, or it's really limited because of the whole pandemic. But we try to do all of our workshops safely, but we still try to carry out our service and our mission.
Amen. That's the island spirit. There you go. All right, guys,
Yes,
we're going to
sir.
take a break, man. We'll be back to talk to Joel here and find out what's new, because all those programs, it's a lot, but that's the amazing thing about the Maniatlu and the Micronesia Resource Center, because they're just going to continue to add more programs and more ways to help out our brothers and sisters from the FAS community. So we're going to be back to talk about what's new at the Maniatlu and Mr. Cross when we come back. You're watching the One Micronesia Podcast. We brought to you by Docomo Pacific. It's better together.
It only gets better with more. Customize and save with the fastest internet speeds in the Marianas by adding mobile, phone, and TV to your bundle with Business Bundles Plus. Docomo Pacific Business. Work better together.
For the different beats of your life, we're here to keep you connected the way you want it. Plans made for you, by you. Build your own bundle with Link. Select the internet, entertainment, mobile, and home phone plans that fit your lifestyle. Pay for what you want, not for what you don't. Build your own bundle and save with Link.
Half a day, Mogastin, Rananium, and we're back. One Micronesia Podcast. We're catching up with our friends over at Maniatlu and the Micronesian Resource Center. And of course, with me here today is my good buddy, my pui, Joel Setik, who's doing such an amazing job alongside his amazing team at the Micronesian Resource Center. So, Joel, brother, so tell us what's new at over there with you guys.
Yeah, so all of our programs, we every month or every year when it comes, we try to revamp everything. So everything with the same that we have with our programs and our workshop, things might be the same, but there's always new information that comes in. Or like, for example, like for the GDLF, there's the new rules or new tests, questions that come out in the test with DMV. Those are the things that we kind of revamp and change it up. But other than the old things that are revamping to new, we have a lot of new things coming in. So the first thing is the Building a Common Ground workshop. It's a training that will teach agencies, partners, or other nonprofit organization. So it could be like hosts, caseworkers from other nonprofits, on how to better understand and communicate well with those from the FAS. So it will talk about like cultural barriers, how to navigate beyond such barriers to connect better with the families from the FAS. So this workshop is it's very interesting because it's coming from our experience, from the work, from the caseworkers and from the team, and how we've it could be from our personal experience when growing up, when we went to different agencies or went to school, and then we see that our teachers couldn't really understand our parents, or vice versa, or maybe we see our friends, they couldn't communicate well with a doctor, things like that, right? So we're trying to make this workshop so it's called Building a Common Ground. So basically building the same common ground of understanding from each side, from being a caseworker or a doctor or a teacher, and also being a customer or a client at the same time, so they can understand each other and everything can work even better. So that's one of the new ones. The other one is the Alcohol and Drug Awareness Workshop. So the drug prevention or drug awareness workshop, we've decided to have this because of the increasing numbers of meth and alcohol use and other drugs here on Guam, and especially deals with our brothers and sisters. So we try to build this cultural modified workshop that it's more like we study or we come together with ideas or how to prevent drugs in Guam, on Guam, or within the region, using cultural appropriate terms and things like that, so our clientele could understand it better. So this drug and prevention workshop, it's coming together, it's almost complete now. Right now we're just doing like pamphlets, workbooks for it. So as soon as we have everything together, we'll announce it on our social media page to go and launch the this workshop. And the third one is the new parenting workshop. So it's one of the old workshops that we just did a lot of revamp. So first we used to teach the parenting workshop for parents who has kids from 0 to 5. So we've modified this from 0 to 5 to expand the age to, it could be 15, or like a general children population, but also at the same time changing those culturally modify the workshop, so our parents from the FAS background could understand better how to teach them to, because being a parent back home is way different of being a parent here on Guam. There are laws, there are cultural barriers, things like that. So those are things that we try to open up for the parents. So that's pretty much it for the workshop and the things that we've been changing. But other new things that we've been trying to do is the vaccination efforts. We're pushing through to help our brothers and sisters to get protected by posting a lot of social media information, or going out to the community and knocking on their door to door to either invite them to an upcoming community vaccination drive. Also, one of the new things is the Medicaid. That is one of the interesting topic that has been going around, that FAS citizens are now eligible to apply for Medicaid. So we just had a meeting with Department of Public Health a couple of days ago to kind of settle the needs and what are the documentation that are required for the application. So that's one of the new things that we were trying to form, like a workflow of how we can help our brothers and sisters to come to our office, kind of get their document prepared, and then we'll send them off to public health to apply for Medicaid. Other things that are coming up and very new for National Substance Abuse Prevention and the Red Ribbon Month. Our partnership for Success Team, they're promoting new online self-paced alcohol, tobacco, and drug prevention program for the 4th and the 5th graders living on Guam. So it includes like 7 lessons which have video created where here it's created here locally with one of our staff member and a 4th and 5th grader. So it's pretty interesting. The program teaches kids about the effects of alcohol, tobacco, and drugs on the brain and the nervous system. So this is like the brain power. For this month, all 4th and 5th graders living on Guam who complete the self-paced program can receive up to $100 in gift certificate. Wow. So just to understand the work they receive, if they complete the the whole lesson, they receive incentives. So they should, and they must complete the what do you call it, the whole series by the end of the month. So just want to push down a little bit of advertisement for that. But it's really great. It's really great because you learn, and then you also get incentives. So yeah. So that's pretty much it about all the new things that we've been working on. So internally, and then we'll try to fix workshops, and then also new I'll say initiatives that we're trying to help our brothers and sisters with.
Wow, man,
Yeah.
we just talked about. We did the checkup, man. You guys, you went through a whole list of things that were already on your task, your to-do list, and then now we're talking about new things that now has been added to your to-do list, or is going to be added to you, the Micronesia Resource Center to-do list. Man, that's a lot of things, man. It's a lot of programs, and that's just amazing, man. Like I said, when this program first started, and we just knew that it was going to go into a direction where it's going to bring so much help to our brothers and sisters from the FAS. And bro, you guys are definitely hitting it on the dot, the spot, because you're bringing each, like when you think about anything and everything living on Guam, you guys are literally have gotten to it and tried to kind of made it in a way, in a sense where FAS citizens who have just moved on Guam can now understand how to, like I said, driver's license. You talk about the new programs with the drug. We talked about with COVID-19, when somebody first moves from the island to Guam, it's a different feel, because back home we were on super lockdown. Now they're moving to Guam, and now they're seeing all these cases and stuff. So now they can be scared. So with what you guys are doing, man, you guys are definitely breaking down the information to a level where people can literally understand and take that information in and then go from there. So amazing job, guys. Wow. Bravo.
Thank you. Yeah.
Viva Mr. MRCOSS. Man, guys, we're going to take a break. That was a lot of information, but if I were you, and if you have more questions, we're going to get to how you can contact Manyelu and the Micronesia Resource Center. That's coming up in just a little bit. Next up, when we come back after this break, we're going to find out what's in the plans for the future, because like I said, these guys had programs, they're adding more programs, but then they're still looking to the future, and they're going to do so much more to keep the services going, man. Manyelu, Micronesia Resource Center, these guys are the bomb diggity. We're going to be back. You're watching the One Micronesia Podcast. We brought to you by Docomo Pacific. It's better together.
It only gets better with more. Customize and save with the fastest internet speeds in the Marianas by adding mobile, phone, and TV to your bundle with Business Bundles Plus. Docomo Pacific Business. Work better together.
For the different beats of your life, we're here to keep you connected the way you want it. Plans made for you, by you. Build your own bundle with Link. Select the internet, entertainment, mobile, and home phone plans that fit your lifestyle. Pay for what you want, not for what you don't. Build your own bundle and save with Link.
Half a day, and welcome back. One Micronesia Podcast. We're still here with the brother Joel Setik from the Micronesia Resource Center and Manyelu. So, Joel, bro, we talk about a workload. You guys are definitely working hard to make sure that brothers and sisters from the FAS are getting the services that they need in a way that they literally understand it, and from there on they take off and build their life here on Guam. So let's talk about it. What's in the books for the future? Because I know Manyelu and the Micronesia Resource Center has always got some tricks under their sleeve. You guys have always got some new stuff coming out. We talked about some of it, but what's in the future plans for the organization?
Yeah, so with big loads of work, we need a lot of manpower. So one of the things that we've been planning to do, and we've been doing it right now, is expanding our team. So with the expansion, it's good to mention that we're moving from our current location, because right now we stay in our office is in Harmony Industrial Park, but we're moving to a new location which is going to open up in Tumuning. It's right across of GPO, that area. It's a good location for our clients also, because it's almost like a central south or central of Guam too. So we're trying to open in November 1st. So with that office, is a bigger space that can house a bigger team. So we've been hiring new staff to expand our services, and also to reach out to our brothers and sisters in other communities that we haven't reached yet. And also with that with the expansion of the new office, we can occupy the Edwin Wengi Learning Center, which is one of the biggest topics. We've been talking about it. We've been sharing with our friends about it, our benefactors and supporters about it. So the Edwin Wengi Learning Center is a office space, or a learning center space, that will be equipped with MiFi, with equipments like laptops, printers, brochures, and information about work and things like that. It will be like almost like a classroom. It also allows space for our partners to come in, and if they want to do their workshop in that area, and then invite our clients to come in and be participants. So that's like a space reserved for them. So that's around, we're trying to open around November, December, but we're aiming to open as soon as possible, as soon as we receive all of our equipments in, because with the whole pandemic, shipping is kind of difficult. So that's the only thing that is kind of holding us back. But hopefully by November, when we do move into our office, we can start laying out the space and being able to see the potential date for it to open. So really excited about the opening of the Edwin Wengi Learning Center. And if you want to donate with and support the Edwin Wengi Learning Center, we can come and visit our website. Search up menielu.org. There is a link that you can support, or click on it. It will tell you the information for you to support. And also with the expansion, we're trying to purchase another van. So if you've seen our van around, that big van with the my tree, so we're trying to purchase another van. But eventually, those kinds of vans on Guam they're very limited, and they're not creating those kinds of vans no more. But we're trying to get a similar van. So my van will be hitting the road very soon. We are looking to receive the van around this month, and then it will be going through some internal modification that we can bring our services out to the community. So it'll double up our services mobilely. We can go out to do different community at the same time, with more team on hand, and also with more another my vehicle, or my mobile office. So that's pretty much on what we'll be doing. It's just expanding our team, moving into a new office, and then working really hard on the new things that we've been trying to do, which I mentioned mentioned earlier.
All right, guys, we're going to take a break. But when we come back, we'll definitely get to hear where you guys, if you've heard a program or a service that Menielu and Micronesian Resource Center does, and you're interested in, we'll come back and Joel will tell you guys how you can get a hold of them right after this. You're watching the One Micronesia Podcast, brought to you by Docomo Pacific. It's better together.
It only gets better with more. Customize and save with the fastest internet speeds in the Marianas by adding mobile, phone, and TV to your bundle with Business Bundles Plus. Docomo Pacific Business. Work better together.
For the different beats of your life, we're here to keep you connected the way you want it. Plans made for you, by you. Build your own bundle with Link. Select the internet, entertainment, mobile, and home phone plans that fit your lifestyle. Pay for what you want, not for what you don't. Build your own bundle and save with Link.
And we are back. One Micronesia Podcast. The last part of it, and this is where you guys get all the information. Maybe you've heard of a service that Menielu or the Micronesia Resource Center provide that you are interested in. This is where you find out how to do that. So, Joel, do tell the people out there if they're interested in any of the service, or they just want to reach out. How did they go about doing so?
Yes, so for the Micronesian Resource Center, our office is in Harmony Industrial Park right now, but we'll be moving at the end of the month to our new office. The address is 136 Tunes, Felix Camacho, Tumuning, 96931. And you all can also visit our other location, which is our CP office. That is the second floor of Shell's gas station, and or you can contact our offices. We have our executive office or the one at the CP office. You can reach us at 472-2227, or you can reach us at these Harmony Industrial Park office at 789-1265 or 727-0147. We also have our Instagram and social media pages. Social media pages like Instagram and Facebook. You can reach us by searching up MRCOSS.com or just searching Mr. Micronesian Resource Center or MetNielu. We encourage people to follow us on our social media. So any updates we have, it's always posted there. Or you simply just email us at MrCOSS@menu.org or executive@menu.org. So that's how you can get in contact with us. But the best ways is to contact our office line, the 789-1265.
All right, Joel, again, thank you so much for the time, brother. The update that, just wanted to check in with you guys and find out what's happening. And you guys have literally been busy right when we hit 2021. So keep it up, man. You guys are doing such an amazing job. Tell Sam and the crew I said hi, and you guys continue to do such a superb and amazing job.
Thank you. Will do.
All right. Well, that pretty much concludes another episode of the One Micronesia Podcast. So we will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
Peace.
The One Micronesia Podcast is brought to you by Docomo Pacific. Better together.